We at 94 on the Rock are really happy that we get everybody out today for a really cool little afternoon party. We don't often get to do this, but when we do, we like to make sure that we just say, yeah, screw it, let's go have some fun for an afternoon. So we're really happy that everybody can come out and join us today, and we are really pumped about having the Rival Sons here. It was about December 11 that we first heard them and said, why hurry up, let's play them. And the rest of it kind of snowballed from there. Started out with Pressure and Time, got in the Face of Light, and now for the fourth straight week, #1 rock tune in Canada is Keep On Swinging. So, when we look back on what really sort of got rock and roll back and going in the forefront of everybody's imagination, and really to the forefront of what's going on in the real music scene, we have to look at the Rival Sons as the credit for taking all that. So guys, thank you so much for bringing back rock and roll, and we owe it all to you guys. I just want to remind everybody too, if you've got cell phones or communication devices, turn off your communicator back to the Enterprise, because you're not going back to work or wherever it is you got to go, and really it's not that important, and we don't want to interrupt the show, so turn it off. Unless, of course, you're taking pictures. Then that's a different story altogether, right? Okay. So we're going to break this into a couple different phases for this afternoon. By the way, I'm Doug Elliott, the afternoon guy, and also the program director at 94.9 The Rock. And thank you. I'm just going to pass the microphone over to my good buddy, Matt Diamond, who's going to be your host for today. All right, everybody?
Matt Diamond.
All right, Matty!
I'd like to drink while I work.
Good for Doug. Good for Doug. All right, so we have some other rockers that are there. First of all, I want to thank everyone else that came in. We got some folks from Oshawa and Durham too. You guys traveled to get here. Give yourselves a big round of applause. It's really nice to have you guys here. Now, I have other fellow jocks that are here too. Our morning show and our new guy, Craig Venn, is in the crowd. Where's Craigie? Hey, Pally. There he is. Give it up for our new guy right there. And our other co-host, our Lucky. Where's Lucky? There he is. There's Lucky back there at the bar where it should be. I love it. Alright, we'll keep this to a minimum. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to bring the band on. The band's going to do a number, and then after that, I'm going to ask them a few questions. We'll get to know them a little bit better. They're going to do another song, and then they're going to come back on. And then you guys get to ask some questions. So I'll come out, and if you guys have some questions that you'd like to ask the band, we'll do that too. Okay? Cool?
Yeah.
Alright. All the way from Long Beach, California. Let's make some noise, hard rock. Rival Sons.
Yeah!
It's good to be back in Toronto.
Go, gentlemen!
Yeah, more guitar.
And Acoustic, just to touch my vocal on the line, a tiny bit, okay? Thanks, you guys.
Two. One more time, guys. Give it up for these guys. Come on. We're going to dig into their private lives just for a little bit here. I'd love to introduce Jay on vocals. We got Robin on that big upright right there. This is Scott Holiday playing the guitar right there. Mike Miley on the kit back there, somewhat of a kid. So I don't know if the audience knows this, but there's a bit of a rumor that's floating around on how Jay came into this band, and it might have a little bit to do with some online sourcing up for finding a band. Is there any truth to the fact that you guys found a band through MySpace? It was eHarmony, actually.
You know, it's actually a funny story. I was rooming in a flat with one of my best friends, and he had told me about this band. The band that they were playing, they had somebody else singing, and we were sitting outside having cigarettes and beers, you know, nightly thing. And he tells me, he says, you know, there's this band. I really want to sing for this band, and this is one of my best brothers. And I said, cool, man, you know, go for it. So he went to the show, and he talked to you, Scott, right?
Yeah.
So he talks to Scott, and he comes back and he says, yeah, you know, I let him know. And I was really busy at the time, and I hadn't even seen them play, you know, so many common friends, Miley, and everything. And then I get the call from Miley like 3 days later. And Miley says, you know, Scott, he thinks he should sing for our band. And so I had to let my roommate know, like one of my best boys. Hey man,
You don't care about him?
yeah. Yeah. And we're like,
Was he any good?
initially, it really was like that, and until we played together, and I think it took like 2 practices to where it was really galvanized when it was very, very apparent that we should be playing together, and it's going to go, you know?
That works.
I think it worked out. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know if this was the last or the other show that you guys just played in London, but there was somewhat of a special guest waiting for you guys backstage. Some other people might know him from a band he used to be in called Led Zeppelin. Jimmy Page is a big fan of you guys. Tell me about that, how that happened.
Tell them all about it.
I like Jimmy Page. That's my friend. No, yeah. We early in the day before the show, it was sold out, Camden, so it was already. We were quite honored. We were playing Camden, the Electric Ballroom, and it was sold out. And we had a bunch of friends and some other famous people coming out, so we were really excited already. And probably a couple hours before, Sam said, "Jimmy's coming tonight." And I look at her, and she gives me the eyes, and yeah, so it's Jimmy Page, and I'm like, oh my god. So
No pressure.
I went and cried in my dressing room. Felt like a 10-year-old boy again.
If you haven't seen the shot, guys, you can actually Google it. There's Jimmy and the boys. Like, give it up for the fact that Jimmy Page is a big fan.
Yeah, I think, you know, something like that happening, you know, we talk about it when we're on the tour bus or van, and, you know, wherever we're at. And it's one of those things that doesn't really register, you know. It's, you meet the guy, and he's just it's a man, you know, he's old and he's gray, and you're sitting there talking to him, and it's so incredibly difficult to relay all of these like childhood memories and like everything, you know, to get that, like relate that to this person. So it ends up being just one of those like boxes you file away. I'll think about this when I get older.
That's a pretty big feather in your cap. I think we should probably hear some music. It's also important to know that these guys got the #1 record in Canada right now.
Hope you have shoes for the ride home. Cold out there, man.
So every night when we do this song right here, I always dedicate this song to my son back home. It's far away, I think about him every day. I can get through the day. I have a date with them. It's how I spend all my worthless time on the sand, thinking that my ship will be coming in soon. These hands, they've been in gloves for years. It's how I spend all my worthless rounds in the ring, waiting for the other guy to disappear. Choose. It's a clear truth. Swords on the road from the right view. If I can get through tonight, I'm waking up with my wings. There's no way I can see my way through a fight. I think I'm gonna like what tomorrow brings. I don't even know who I am. So I spend all my worthless time on the floor, waiting for you to tell me I'm already feeling up.
Turn the guitar, please, for me. So before we go ahead and open up the floor for a couple questions, whoever has the gall or the nerve to ask these guys a question, have your question ready, because we're going to do that in a second. But I wanted to ask the band, per se, what 20 days, if I was just to say something as simple as 20 days, what's the significance of 20 days to you guys?
When we go in to make our records, we only give ourselves about 3 weeks to do it. So we do that so that we won't get lazy, you know, because I think naturally as artists we will procrastinate if we're given the time to it. And so putting ourselves under the gun, writing, we don't start writing until we get into the studio. We do that so that we can hopefully build some kind of a catalog of instincts, you know, within the band, and reliability within each other, you know, and so that when we go out, we give it to the masses and we go to play. We try to do that so we can build our instinctual abilities. You know.
So for anyone that's in the audience that might have been in the studio setting before, if you guys are in a band, to think about not only the last record, but the follow-up to one of the more successful records that's been on rock radio right here in Canada was done in 20 days, start to finish. That in itself deserves a round of applause. That is great. Not just one. And I would like to think that the majority of the people in the room have tickets for Friday's show as well. Oh, is that, yeah, because on the radio I got a pocket full of them, right? I was actually asking because I need a ticket. But the show is happening on Friday night at Lee's Palace, which you guys know is an awesome venue right here in the city. Before we pass the mic, is there anyone in the audience that has a question? Come on over and see me, brother.
Where are you?
It is so good. There you go. Come on over. I wanted to ask you, you guys being from California, I think it's safe to say you guys don't really have like the California sound. What does that mean to you?
I don't know, what is the California sound? Tell me.
Brian Wilson-esque, maybe a sunshiny kind of vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of a throwback band, I think. What do you think about it?
Is that like a Don Henley thing?
It's a, you know, it's
Boys of Summer?
It's a Don Johnson thing, more or less, really.
Hells yeah.
I guess that's Florida, but yeah, I mean, what is your surroundings mean coming back, you know?
Well, look, I mean, you know, we come from the beach and we come from sunlight, and we don't usually we don't wear a lot of clothes generally, you know. We're used to just walking around in shorts and flip-flops and whatever. So coming up here, it's like, you know, you gotta bundle up, it's pretty fun.
Hey, what's your name, my friend? Adam, what's your question for the band?
Hey guys, everybody, sorry, I can't hear the question. Can we either put that microphone in our wedges or...
It's probably well documented, built by thousands of people. Trying to come up with the name Rebel Sons.
You know, Scott and I were on the phone over a couple of days naming a band. It happens to be a lot harder than you would think, you know. And
I haven't really ever told the truth about this. I climbed a very high mountain. At the top of that mountain there was a man. I didn't recognize this man. He was actually parked in his 1971 Challenger. In his wizard robes, he removed himself from the automobile and approached me and said, "Young man, say fucking rock and roll." He presented me with a scroll. Upon the scroll were 2 words. And I know you all know what that words. Them's words was.
It was Timmy Hortons.
Timmy Hortons! Cheers, baby!
You got the truth there, brother. There you go. Anybody else want to ask a question before we get back to some music?
Thank you.
On Friday night? Well, I would probably think between 10 and 11 o'clock. But no matter what, get there nice and early because it's a sold-out show no matter what, okay? All right. Enough yakking, let's get back to the rock and roll. What do you think? All right, let's do it. Once again, guys, it's the last song, so make some noise for Rebel.
We're going to give you one more song here. Song it goes out to my sister Vanessa Crane. She's out in Calgary. And her grandmother just passed recently. And according to our tradition, she cut her long, beautiful black native hair. And she is in mourning for a year. So this is for you, Vanessa, if you're listening. So Goes up to the moon and the ocean to the sky. I look to you, my moonlight, when I have to say goodbye. I just say that I've lost you. Such a selfish thing to say. I've never seen others beautiful as watching you slip away. and failure, you took it gracefully. You said the heart of the right, staying on till morning. You know that's where I'll be. But I'm still not alive without you. Right now it's hard to conceal. Said no problem enough. You got to remember, there is no doubt, but well I believe. See you holding the arms of the rain. I keep you right here. I wish you on the other side of the door. Let your soul free. Let your soul go free.
On behalf of the Hard Rock 94.9 The Rock, myself, our program director Doug Elliott, Craig Venn, Mike London, of course, Lee Eckley, who's broadcasting live downstairs from the Hard Rock. Thank you very much for being here, and once again, thank you to Rival Sons. There won't be an official lineup to meet and greet with the band, but I will say this, we've got to be out of this room within the span of about 15 minutes, okay? So we're going to let you guys get off the stage. Okay, relax. We're gonna let the guys get off the stage. They're gonna mingle and grab themselves a beer, all right, and hang out. And if you'd like your song played.
Hey, listen, if we do another song, it just means that the meet and greet afterwards is going to be a little bit shorter. So we'll give you guys another song, yeah? you